Hello everyone and welcome to my Internet Programming and IoT Phase 3 project. And for this phase we will be discussing the front end, which is our website. And this is going to be our project. It's called Air Pollutio, inspired from the Latin pronunciation of pollution, pollutio. Well, actually it's pronounced airpollute.io. So firstly, the landing page will be the page that will prompt you to sign in. Now, if you don't have an account, you can click here to sign up, and it will just prompt you for your email address, first name, last name, username, password, etc. And after that, you can just sign up. And after you sign up, it'll lead you back to the sign in page. So after you sign in with, let's say, this email and the password, you will be led to the About page, which will show you some information about the application. So firstly, we have the product section, which will give you a brief summary about what the product actually does, or what the application actually does. And then next, the other section explains the variables, which are the pollutants that are going to be measured. On the left here we have the toxic gases, carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide, and on the right we have the particulate matter or dust. Now, the carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide, it goes on to explain how dangerous they are, as well as the particulate matter. So just in case you want to know why we're doing what we're doing here. So after that, after you've signed in, you will have access to three other features. They're called Simple, Detailed, and Map. Now for Simple, this is a simple air quality monitoring analysis, essentially. It will welcome you here with your first name and last name, and it will tell you your current location. After that, you can see here the three pollutants that we have talked about before: carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and dust. And it will indicate using colors and a bar graph the extent of which it is dangerous or not. Obviously, green means that it is safe. It is a category 1. The yellow or orangish color means that it is category 2. And it is moderate, however, it may be dangerous for people with allergies. And the last one, which is red, obviously indicates that it is dangerous and you should head out of that place, or else you might have difficulty in breathing or tight sensation in chest within 30 minutes. Now the next feature, and this is for more professional users who want some detailed statistics about how these pollutants are across all locations that are next to them that have these measurements, they can access this detailed view. Again, it welcomes you with your name and it tells you your current location. But now it tells you to select a pollutant to review your city's hourly midpoints history. Now the midpoint nodes are sort of the locations that collect the data, the measurements. And again, you choose your pollutant here. And for instance, the first one is carbon monoxide concentrations in ppm. And as you can see, we have the full data in these three cities. We've chosen Sharjah, Dubai, and Ras Al Khaimah. And upon hovering on them, you can see the hourly rate from 8 a.m. to 7 a.m. across all of these Sharjah 1, Sharjah 2, up until Sharjah 7. And these are the midpoint nodes. Now, try to think about it this way. If we are at the campus of the American University of Sharjah, then, for instance, it can be SH4, for instance. And all of the rest are the other midpoint nodes that also collect data regarding the air quality. And by that, you can see which locations will be safer and which locations will be more polluted, and you can make your own calculations and decisions about where to go. And this is the Dubai one, and this is the Ras Al Khaimah one. Now, the next one is for nitrogen dioxide, also in ppm, and it is essentially the same thing across the three emirates. Now you can either scroll down or you can just click on the button and it will lead you to what you want. For instance, here, if it was particulate matter, it will just lead you to particulate matter, which is the last one. But this one is in microgram per meter cube. Same thing here. So this is sort of a more in-depth analysis of the air pollutants, just for whoever is interested. Now, the last feature that will be open to our users is the map feature. And this will essentially ask the user to zoom into the live map to view areas with heavy pollutions. Now, what that means is that you can zoom in to see which locations also have midpoint nodes, which locations are also gonna measure these air quality variables, and which of them are more dangerous or not. Now, for right now, it's for development purposes only, so we haven't really used a lot of JavaScript in order to get the information from the DPS, because this is just a test for the UI. However, when we implement the entire project, we will be receiving the longitude and latitude, and then integrating that with the Google Maps API, essentially so that we can pinpoint our midpoint nodes on the map. And lastly, we have the sign out option, since you're obviously signed in, and this will essentially just lead you back to the sign in page. And this is it for the UI. As for the smartwatch user interface, we will be using the Samsung Galaxy Gear S2 smartwatch, and we will be configuring the user interface using Tizen Studio. Now, this is what our logo would most probably look like, of course with better edits. And moving down, we will have the general analysis of the data of carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and dust, along with the concentrations and the units, ppm and microgram per meter cube. Now, these values are also preceded by an optional danger sign if the level of concentration of the pollutant has exceeded the threshold of danger. So this is sort of a little indication while showing the concentrations. Of course, after that, we will be giving this general conclusion of what pollutants did exceed the threshold of danger, and this is sort of to alert the user within their current location as to whether or not there exists dangerous air pollutants. And now, similar to the detailed feature of the website, we will have hourly data of certain pollutants within the user's location. So, for example, here we have 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and 11 a.m., and you can see the concentration along these times and how it has changed. The same thing is repeated with dust in microgram per meter cube and nitrogen dioxide. And both of these sort of views show us the simple and the detailed equivalent of the smartwatch user interface. And thank you for watching this video.